Yeah, but man, what's up, y'all? Like to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the We Want More podcast. I'm Anthony Moore.
Asante Morris.
We got Pepsi, he chilling in front of us. We got Max back in the building.
Yep.
Oh, it feel good. Max got a microphone. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel heard.
Yeah, you can't see it, but he had a fresh cut. He looking sharp right now.
I just wanted to be a part of the team.
Yeah.
So coming looking clean, ready to go.
Yeah, man. I'm feeling good. We on, what's this, episode 13?
Episode 13.
Episode 13, yeah. And please, I remember this time, please be sure to like, subscribe, follow, and all that good stuff, whether that be on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to this at. Subscribe, man, because it helps it out. And I guess they say with the algorithm, it boosted to other people that listen to other podcasts. So, shit, you know what I'm saying? Let them know that some dope shit that other people need to know about. And what was I going to say?
I don't know. Let's circle back real quick because the people haven't heard Max's voice. Have they?
No, they haven't really. They just hear us talking to this nigga on the side.
Yeah, like give us a little. You don't gotta be like a lot, but give us a little intro to yourself.
Yeah, my name is Maxwell. I run Maxism Media, and I do a couple podcasts on the side. And now I'm here to do AV work. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, round of applause for
And
Max.
where you from originally?
I'm originally from Midtown. Now I live in Jersey.
We Midtown.
Man, yeah, I'm from Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, real
That's what's
real
up.
New Yorker.
Real New York.
Yeah,
Damn.
43rd and 10th, bro.
That's crazy. So we part of the problem. We raising your city rent.
You know, I don't know if it's you guys.
It ain't me. I know what I did.
No, I don't blame anyone who's within the like upper north for anything that happens city-wise. Like, no, you're from Philly. No, you're not the problem, bro. There's the people who come from like middle America. That's really kind of
Okay.
Yeah, because you moved to Brooklyn first, so we both moved to Brooklyn when we got to New York. We didn't come in and try to open up candy and fucking cupcake shops and shit. We came in and just integrated to the community. You know, whatever the fuck was there, we accepted that shit. But, you know, we didn't go in there and be like, oh, why is there no organic coffee? I'm making sure that there's organic coffee at the cost of the barbershops or, you know, whatever businesses are here. So we ain't changed shit.
Yeah. Shit. And also, thank you to the listeners for being patient. We didn't drop an episode last week. We just all had a bunch of shit going on. I know I was super busy with shows and stuff. I had a college gig. I was in North Carolina. Took a nice bomb to the face.
Nah.
Yeah, that shit was terrible.
Yeah.
That shit was terrible, bro. Because I guess as I get older, have you really performed at colleges? Well, you did. I know you did a college with me.
I did a college with you, and I don't know if I've done any others. I feel like that might have been the only time I did a college.
So
No, that's not true. I think I did one other before that.
So I've been doing colleges for a little while now. I actually started comedy shit at my college, hosting a talent show. But the thing I noticed is that the better I get at comedy, the more annoying it is to perform at colleges, because the tricks and stuff that you get away with, it's like they really like simplistic stuff, like really simple material, and also you get away with a lot of hacky shit. Like,
yeah, they want you to talk about like, you know, very, very simple shit because it's kids, you know, all they've done is like lick each other's genitals and pee,
yeah,
you know, and eat like fucking mac and cheese. They just have very limited experiences.
No, but the thing is, when I normally perform at colleges, it's usually might be mid-semester, end of the semester. So it's a good range of the students, whether it be from freshmen to seniors, just some students that understand some aspect of college and being on their own. This show,
these niggas don't even know how to do laundry, and they like, how you gonna talk to somebody that don't know how to put fucking laundry detergent in it?
These kids that I performed for, this was their moving week.
Oh,
so this was like kids that this is their first day on their own, fresh out of high school, basically. So these are all 18-year-olds, and there was just a bunch of other events going on. The way this weekend was set up, so Friday they had me do the comedy show, and then Saturday night they had me host bingo, and I was like,
for the college students.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck what am I doing with my life? I mean, it was good money, bro. It was good money, but man, and I was telling people, I'm like, yo, I could just bomb and have to see these niggas against the next day, and that's exactly what happened. When I say, because the way it was, they had the comedy show set up in this kind of like a cafeteria where it was a stage. They said they usually do karaoke in there. So, and it was chairs set up, but then they were giving out like free coffee and free lattes. Then they
a bunch of fucking caffeinated 18-year-olds. Jesus.
Then they had like a painting station. Like, the kids wanted to get their paint on. They had popcorn and snow cones, all of that. And then
so you was performing while popcorn was popping in the back?
Bro, they got me out here competing with cherry snow cones.
You can't.
Yeah, that's rough.
Bro, I didn't want to see me up there. The shit I had to go through. So it's kids just walking through the set. And then also, with their idea of what comedy is now, they think it's all crowd work because of the crowd work clips online. So I'm performing. Where I'm performing at, I'm in North Carolina. I'm right outside of Greensboro. So, I mean, if you know North Carolina, you know any of these states. It's just basically you in the middle of nowhere. Damn near feel like. Even like it is a major city, everything shut down early. It's not like you in Manhattans or whatever. But so I'm performing and this girl just yells out in the middle of my set. Because I mentioned I'm from Philly. This girl just yells out, "Where's your favorite place to get a cheesesteak?"
What?
Like, yo, even if I do say it, nobody's gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, and she's also gonna be like, "Oh," and just
right.
Like she's not on her way to Philly.
And the thing is,
it's fucking silly.
The thing is, she wasn't trying to be malicious. She didn't. She wasn't trying to heckle or anything. She just genuinely thought that was the best time to ask that question.
No, yeah, she's just a kid. Like it's like baby scorpions. They let all their poison out and kill you because they don't know what the fuck they doing. You can't blame a baby scorpion for killing somebody. It's a baby scorpion. I gotta get better examples of my shit.
That was
because I be going to the most extreme shit.
But then the next day, so after that show, I had to lick my wounds, went back to the hotel room, and then I had to mentally prepare myself to see these kids again. Like normally in comedy, you could just forget about a bad set because it's like, all right, new crowd tomorrow. but to know you got to see the people that didn't give a fuck about your set the night before.
And then you got to hand them prizes.
And then you got to hand them prizes and have to be professional. I wanted to get them bags of shit. Man, like it was these three girls right in the front. It was these three white girls that just wouldn't stop talking. And I wasn't trying to be an asshole or sound like a dick, but I'm like, look, if y'all not enjoying the show, y'all could leave. It's not going to hurt my feelings. Like I've been performing all week. This is just another show. Y'all could go ahead. I don't want y'all to feel like y'all have to stick around. And the girl was like, no. We don't want to leave, but we just met each other today, so we're just getting to know each other.
That's a fucking fair assessment of the situation, too.
But it's like, you could get to know each other outside of some shit that you had to pay attention to.
Nigga, it's free, wasn't it?
And that's how they look at it. And that's the thing when it comes to college shows. A normal comedy show, you paying for a ticket and the 2-item minimum. So you going to make sure you pay attention to this. Whereas like the college show, the college comedy show, it's like, oh, this that little $15 activity fee that's in my $40,000 tuition. I don't give a fuck about this.
Yeah, you could have just been up there juggling. Like you was just up there, But we're gonna get you some redemption. We're gonna redeem you.
At that point, though, do you wonder about crowd work? Like at that point, when the crowd won't stop talk, because I don't know what to do in that situation. I'll just shut down. I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. But like professionally, do you think that like that's a good opportunity time?
Yes, it is a good opportunity to do crowd work, but at the same time, I'm just past that point of like wanting to fight. Like I'll do crowd work when I'm enjoying my set. And with that situation, it's like now it feel like I'm not even being a comedian. I'm up here being a clown. Like I'm up here being a jester. So at that point, I was just over that shit where I gotta keep yelling at y'all, hey, fuck y'all conversation. Cause that's the thing. It was points where they were laughing, but then it was like, all right, we laughing. All right, let me see what else is going on tonight. Let me get back into this conversation. And it's just like after a while of doing that, it's like, I don't give a fuck. I would rather y'all just go.
Yeah, if you do crowd work and like you trying bits and just give up on them and start doing crowd work, they know you just giving up.
But then also too, what was crazy, bingo was in a much better room. Like they had bingo in this secluded auditorium where there was nothing else going on, no outside noise. So I'm like, damn, this is what y'all paying attention to?
I mean, what kind of prizes did they have?
Oh no, the prizes was good though.
Where
Prizes was good. So it started off small with just like normal shit, like a thermos, and then it went up to like an Amazon gift card, some AirPod Pros, then a little TV. And
Oh,
then,
you my dog, but I would rather have AirPods than you any day.
yeah, and the last one was an iPad with an iPad with the style, the pencil.
Oh, the Pro joint.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. And I was glad.
I
because-
pay attention to that.
Yeah, I was glad this black kid, he won the iPad. So yeah, I was happy. I was definitely happy we got some. Nice.
Why? He's gonna make beats on it and start rapping.
Yo.
He gonna go all the way to college and then throw it away to make a mixtape.
That iPad might ruin his life.
Real shit. That was me though. Like I got to college, I was like, "Fuck this shit. I'm about to just start rapping. I'm about to make
Like
trap beats."
He was really headed somewhere in life. He told his family he was gonna make them proud.
You just ruined
Right.
that kid's tuition.
Right. He went
money.
to school to be a finance major. Now he in his dorm thinking he about to be Metro Boomin.
I swear to God, every nigga go to college and do that. You cannot give kids unrelented access to the internet and computers. They will make beats on them. It's porn and beats for real.
Yeah,
The porn addiction is a lot easier than the fame addiction.
Oh shit! Speaking of the porn, one of my friends. no,
That shit got you excited.
No, because this past weekend it was like the UrbanX Awards.
Oh.
The UrbanX, is that a porn award?
Yeah.
It's like the Black Porn Awards.
No, I think it might be open to all.
Okay.
Matter of fact, urban. It might.
Urban
be
sounds like
niggas.
yeah, and urban is a weird word to use to describe black people, but whatever.
No, but my friend, how I know about it is my friend was nominated for best female creator, best female content creator. My friend, Charlie B. Hustle.
Hey.
Are all the categories that vague, or do they have like best dick sucker, like deepest asshole?
I could look this up.
I can actually tell you I have the list right here.
Okay.
The winners. Oh, I can give you. I was actually just going to look up your homegirl, so I pulled up the winner list. The 2023 UrbanX Awards winners.
Yeah.
The first couple categories: orgasmic oralist.
That's some
okay.
wild shit.
Daphne
Okay.
Thickass won that one.
Daphne Thickass.
Wait. What are some of the other categories?
She didn't even try with that name.
Urban X Stud,
I fuck with that one.
rising star female,
I like that.
most amazing ass,
Okay.
best actress. Yeah, they don't have these in any specific order. Best couple scene.
But yeah, my friend, she got best female content creator. That was really dope. That was really dope to see because it was some tough competition. Like she was in there with Miss Be Nasty.
Oh, that.
Yeah, so like for her to beat so for her to beat her, like that was really dope. Because I told you
she's like a phenomenon, you know. Everybody knows Miss Be Nasty. Even if you don't watch this shit, you know who that is.
yeah, grandmoms know her.
Bro, really?
I don't know.
My grandmom, if I found out that she knew about that, I would like probably cancel her internet. Like I would call the company and be like, no more.
Hey, what you doing off of Words with Friends, grandma?
Yeah, I want my grandparents to die before they know about some of this shit. Like if they find out about OnlyFans,
OnlyFans, podcast.
well, they'd probably kill them anyway. They'd be like, oh my God, they showing their pussy for $5.
Back in my day, we used to just do it for milk.
$5 can't even get you milk now more these days. So it's like, damn.
Shit,
Sucks.
Damn, I'm over here talking about my college shows. How was your week?
Oh, well, speaking of trains, my knee hurts because I hopped the turnstile over earlier and I fucking hit the fuck out of my knee. And I'm honestly, I'm glad to be alive. I also sprained my ankle earlier this week.
Skateboarding?
Yeah, being stupid. So, but like, I've broken my ankles a couple times. So
You broke your ankles?
yeah,
Damn.
it just happens. It's life. But like, I didn't break it this time, so I'm just like I feel lucky at this point. It's all about perspective. I feel like.
Okay.
Because I feel good. You know, shit's happening. What have I been up to that I could speak about publicly? Honestly, I've just been working and skating and, you know, churning these jokes out.
Okay. Oh, but that's what I wanted to say too about crowd work. I actually just had this conversation with I was just with Schultz, and we were just talking about it.
You a name dropping ass nigga, boy. God damn.
I could drop some other names.
I know you can, and you will at some point during
I
this
could
session.
drop some heavier names. No. Go ahead.
But that was rude.
We was talking about the whole thing about the crowd work clips, and he was saying like he feels like it's kind of
his fault.
Yeah,
absolutely. I would definitely agree with that.
Like Schultz is like the Ronald Reagan. Mm-hmm. He's like the Ronald Reagan where like he dropped this crack and like just ruined the community. But
yeah.
But with him, it's not his fault. I like how he went about it, Schultz, because he started posting clips because the networks and networks wasn't fucking with him. So he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna just hit y'all with a clip a week of material." Then at the end of the year, it's like, "Damn, I done gave y'all basically a strong hour." So he was kind of like the blueprint for comics on the outside.
Yeah, I don't think it's his fault that it's like proliferated.
It's not really his fault per se. I mean, because it's just like it's kind of like with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was like flooding the streets with all his hot shit,
freestyling, not writing.
Right.
And Lil Wayne was good at his shit.
So now you just got everybody else thinking, "Oh, I could do this too."
Yeah, like it's like modern art. Like the first motherfucker to draw a cool ass square, and it really meant something to him. And everybody else was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just draw squares and get some money and put my shit in galleries and museums. Yeah, it's like, I don't know,
and
man.
it's also because he's so good at it that, because you know how it is when somebody looks so natural at something, people just think, oh, this is easy. Where it's like, no, it takes time to be good at it. So now you have this influx of like new comics out here just posting material as soon as they get a laugh off it, or even if they don't even know it works. It's like, oh, I gotta find something to put out this week, so let me just throw this out.
Yeah, man. I don't really.
So yeah, with this whole so that ties into with like the new comedy fans, like the college kids, what they expect versus what this new generation of comics are also giving them.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect from the future.
Bro, it's the Wild West out here.
But I think it's good, you get to see who is lazy. Mm-hmm. It's always good in this to know who you're around. If they're taking an easy way out, then all right, well, in the future, that's what I'm expecting from this guy.
Right, because no matter what, like, if you're good at it, no matter what it is, if you're good at it, you're gonna last. And if like the test of time where
that's art though, the cream rises to the top. Maybe you might not be in the right rooms to make the right amount of money or whatever, but if you live for that, you're not gonna make it anyway. All you really need to do is just create and just not stand in your own way of creating dope shit.
Yeah. I wonder if people.
I'm not mad at niggas for doing the crowd work shit.
Yeah, I wonder if like the older generation of porn stars feel that way.
I've seen some
if they feel
documentaries about
if they feel that way about the new generation,
about how easily they have it
because they just jumping into the OnlyFans. Like if the Miss B Nasties or like even like the
they definitely
or
the
people before her, if they feel like you ain't put in no work.
Absolutely,
because they just all got the internets in the hand now.
A lot of people's getting their butthole stretched out for free. For like pills
and on VHS. Like
on VHS,
it was a limited amount. But do you know who actually does feel that way still consistently? A lot of musicians I know feel that way.
About what?
About the newer generation, the way that the access thing. I'd gone to the 50 Years of Hip Hop last Sunday, and I went to go see the Locks, and they had Meth and Red open up for them, which was a phenomenal show. But there was a point where they addressed that they came from a generation of real lyricists that didn't have the internet boost to make and they took their shots at the younger crowd. It didn't seem like it was a bitter thing, but they did address it. Yeah. So now that you bring that up about comedians, that's kind of the correlation that I made between them. But it's like, yeah, I guess. a lot of the older generation is going to hate because they actually did have to, go through it and actually put in work opposed to OnlyFans and SoundCloud and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a great point because they had to work so hard. And like Method and Red they're great lyricists and they had to work so hard to just get something. And to see that they could have waited 20 years, been born 20 years later, done less work and gotten more. Yeah. That has to be frustrating. But, they're already successful, so they're probably not hurting about it that bad.
Since the writer strikes happened, do you see a lot more people coming in, a lot more writers coming in to do stand up?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, this shit.
It's everybody,
especially because
bunch of smiley ass white girls from fucking Bumblefuck. I'm gonna.
Yeah, since the writer strike, everybody back performing. I knew shit was real when at the beginning of the strike. Damn, I was about to drop a name. I'm not even gonna drop a name.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm sorry I said that because I made you like really self-conscious about that.
No, but I knew it was like at the beginning of the strike when I started seeing like all the SNL niggas on lineups. I started seeing all of them. Like I'm on the weekends. So yeah, I'm like, what y'all doing here on a Saturday? It was like, oh, work is going.
Yeah.
So seeing that, who else do you say? You now all the LA comics are out here because already in LA stage time is really scarce. So most of your money is coming from, well, for them, most of their money is coming from acting or writing on a show. Whereas out here, you're able to sustain. Like me, all I've ever had was comedy. Like I've did very little acting work, maybe some background work, but I was never a regular on a show. I've never been a regular writer on a show. So all my money legit is just coming from me grinding, hitting 2 or 3 spots in a night. So now, because the strike is going on and it ain't no strike on rent, all of them, they out here coming into our spots. So I need this writer strike to end so they stop messing up my shows.
That's mad funny. The only reason that I actually brought that up is you said it purposely. I seen somebody from SNL on like a podcast and I was like, oh dude, things probably aren't going
yeah,
well.
it's like
yeah, you're gonna see a lot of them in like fucking Washington Square Park, fucking turning plates on a stick. It's hard out here though. It's very rough for like, I don't know. Economy's fucked up. I don't even know what that shit. That's the most frustrating shit about that is I'm like, what the fuck do you mean is bad? Because the numbers, I'll be like, what? I don't even know what you're saying right now.
What for what?
Like economy shit. Like I wish I understood it. You know what I mean? Like when they say the economy's fucked up and you look at the graph and you like, I guess I gotta believe it because I can't read that shit.
Right. Because I know what you mean. Because for me, it's like people say the economy is bad, and I'm like, nigga, I was broke when the economy was good. Like, how is this? Sense. Yeah, how is this affecting me at all?
I really just have come to the terms that I'm just a dumb person.
But that's like, it takes great self-awareness. I appreciate that more instead of somebody fronting trying to be smart.
Did like me saying that you name dropping really like affect you? Because
no.
Like when you tell somebody from Philly they dick eating, like it really hurts.
No, I just don't like to do it because that's the last thing I don't want to build on. I don't like coming off gossipy.
So dick eating.
Yeah.
That's really one of the Philly has its own 7 deadly sins, I think. Like dick eating is one of the 7 deadly Philadelphia sins.
Like murder and adultery isn't that bad.
No, they're not in that.
But being on somebody else's dick, it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, all right. So the 7 Philadelphia sins. There's the regular ones, and I don't remember all of them. But there's number 1 is probably dick eating. Drawing is a 7th deadly sin.
Being on the bus and scared to say backdoor.
Yeah, not yelling backdoor loud enough. So basically being a pussy.
Yeah.
Smoking K2. Eating that Pats or Geno's. That's number 5.
Yeah.
Instigating.
Taking a picture with the Rocky statue.
Taking a picture with the Rocky statue is a deadly sin in Philadelphia.
Because that also combines with Dickie.
Yeah, that's Dickie. So I guess maybe that doesn't count. Because I think we got like 5.
Yeah.
We got 2 more.
Let me see.
Damn.
I like that list. We gonna come back to that.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna come back to that.
Dickie and Drawn are probably the worst 2 though. That's like the greed and wrath of it. You know, greed and wrath are probably like the worst 7 deadly sins, right? What are they?
They got gluttony in there.
It's gluttony.
But who don't like something like
I be
good food?
forgetting I got the internet. Let me just look this shit up instead of being stupid. Because I know it's lust, gluttony, sloth, pride, envy. I don't think I know how to count. Like, remember I said I'm stupid? I don't even know. I think I was using my fingers and I lost it. And these are my fingers. Like, I should know my own fingers. But, I don't know, man. That's embarrassing to know that I can't count to 7 at the age of 25. I need to just give it up.
Who needs counting? But shit, what's going on?
Yeah, but you know how niggas would be like, man, I dropped out of school. I ain't need math. All I need to know is how to count so I can get money. I can't even do that. So I know how to draw a circle. I can color inside the lines. That's about it.
You see. All right, you heard about what's been going on? You heard about the whole situation with the blind side?
Yeah.
You heard about that? What's his name? Michael
Oher.
How you say it?
Michel Oher.
Oh.
Michael Oher.
Yeah. His family. Well, matter of fact, have y'all seen the movie The Blind Side?
I have seen it. I didn't like it very much.
I never watched it.
I was like, Sandra Bullock's character, I didn't believe it. Like, white people don't act that nice.
No, I fuck with Sandra. I love her movies, but I like her more in some rom-coms.
I mean, yeah, Sandra Bullock, she's the shit. That's why.
Miss Congeniality, that was her. Yeah, that was my shit.
I don't remember that movie.
She was like an FBI agent, but went undercover as a contestant and as a model.
You know what? I saw that movie's
like
on like
pageant.
HBO Max or something. I was actually gonna watch it, but I didn't.
Oh, that's a good movie.
I be watching pussy shit a lot. Like, that's like a girly-ish movie, I think. But I fuck with that type of shit. I just wasn't in the mood for some girly shit.
Yeah. Who else? What else?
What was that? You was talking about The Blind Side, but the point is the movie is not the real life situation.
I mean, but yeah, I just don't like that white savior shit.
Nah, it's disgusting. It's like they basically just kidnapped the nigga. And
that was on his way to make it anyway. That's what we need, yo. We gotta find.
We should go get a Mexican that can build the fuck out of a house, and then just take credit for the house. That would be our version of it. Cause who's below black people? Is white people? All right, the totem pole is white people, black people.
No, it might be white people, Asian people, black people.
Yeah, Asian people taking our spot, man. That shit is fucked up.
Yeah, and then
I thought we was cool.
Yeah.
I thought we was all fighting for second. Turns out we fighting for third now.
They got us out here competing for bronze. Just
You really seriously pondering this shit. All right, let me just dig myself out of this hole before I go too far into it, because this is all stream of consciousness. So I might say some shit that I don't even know what I'm saying.
What was I gonna say?
Michel Oher.
Oh yeah, no, Michael Oher. The Blind Side.
Yeah, stop letting me talk. This is so much, yo.
No, so all right, so basically,
help me out, Max.
So basically, with that, the situation. He originally thought he was adopted. He thought these white people, this white couple, he thought they just loved him and was out here taking care of him.
Wow.
When really they were just out here like they was out here drafting. Mm-hmm. They was out here looking for a prospect. They was recruiting a kid. I'm sure they were so proud every time like he would hit like a new weight goal. Like they was fattening him up like Goldilocks.
Jesus.
Yo, they got him too, bro. If you look at the numbers that they added, so somehow I read the report that somehow they cut a deal where they made back like
I I think they made back a few million.
Yeah, but they took percentage on the back end of the movie deal.
Yeah,
and mind you, the deal they cut was for like mom, dad,
and,
little Sarah, and little Billy, and my man Michael Oher gets nothing. He's not even written into the contract.
Yeah, they did him, bro.
That's slavery.
Literally.
Damn.
They got like money up front, points off the movie. The movie did like 300 mil, and I think I read somewhere they took the profits that they made off it. They opened up like they franchised like a bunch of fast food restaurants.
Wow. Oh, like with his face and shit, his likeness.
No, I guess like buying a Wendy's.
Oh, you're saying just like
they invested. I think.
I don't know why I thought that. I thought they had like a version of bubblegum shrimp, but it was that like him. I thought you meant like a football player themed restaurant. That is crazy though, because it's like
CTE chicken spot.
You eat this shit, you gonna forget a lot. You gonna forget about all your problems. You eat this chicken.
Chicken's so good, you forget you being robbed.
It's gonna make you want to beat up your girlfriend. I had a thought that was like actually made sense and relevant to this thing, and
bro,
I don't know. It's just fucked up that they would like take advantage of somebody like that. It's like fucking. It's like it's like slavery. It's like, you know how in fucking Django they had the fucking Mandingo fighters.
But that's why I don't trust.
He's probably warming their bed up and fucking cooking gumbo for him and shit.
They out here and they out enjoying a nice night with their kids, and they got him at home just walking around in their slippers to make sure it's warm. Oh shit!
It's like, how you in the NFL? You gotta shuck your own corn, and you gotta shuck corn for other niggas. This nigga's churning butter like fucking Betsy Ross or something. That's fucked up. This is what I'm saying,
bro. This nigga is playing in the NFL on Sundays and then gotta come home and fix dinner for them.
Oh my god, I can't believe they would do it. I can't believe it. Where is this? This is like Boston?
No, they were in I think
this is South.
I think this was Tennessee.
I don't know why I thought it was Boston.
I think he's from Memphis. And also, you know, in the movie they tried to portray him like he was some dumb kid.
Yeah, he was like, I get a bed for myself. I ain't never slept in the bed without 5 other black. It was so fucking like, I really hated that fucking movie. I gets to play football. Fucking, it really made it seem like he was hopeless. Like his mom was like a crackhead or something in the movie.
So like in his real life, his mom, I think his mom like suffered from substance abuse. His father was in and out of jail throughout his life, and I think his dad ended up passing away his senior year of high school. But
so he had his dad for up until his senior year of high school.
Like but
they was around.
But
I mean, people go through shit, but they was sounds like they were, you know, doing their best with what they were given.
And then
I don't know what I'm talking about though.
It's fucked up that he did think they really was out there caring about him, and the whole time, like I'm sure they were just watching him, like making sure he finished every meal, like because they were just focused on getting him NFL ready. And it's like the whole, what is it called?
Bro, be honest. Would you adopt a nigga that don't got no use to you? Even without being a white person, you just got somebody eating.
But they just showed up. They showed up at the orphanage, and they was in there. They was in there doing a combine.
Yeah, they was timing this shit.
They said, "All right, look,
we want that one."
They said, "Before we select what kid we want, what's they 40 times?"
Look at the pause on this one.
Right. Hey, these kids run some drills for. Let me see them catch. That's fucked up. He thinking like, damn, I finally got a dad to play catch with whole time. They're like, no, nigga, you ready for next year.
Yo, it's so foul.
It's fucked up, but bro, if I'm going to get an orphan, I'm gonna see which one can sing the best.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm like, yo, who could spit a freestyle real quick?
We sing like this. Started trying to do tune checks on people. Yeah. No, what really bothered me.
They just threw a football at everybody's head, and whoever caught it, they were like, "Oh, okay, that's the one."
Where the movie came out in 2009, it's now currently 2023, where he's attempting to press a lawsuit to the fact that he gets. So my whole thing was like, I don't know, I'm not great at math. So like whatever the amount of years that was, 14 years. Bro, you didn't see the movie? You didn't see the movie for 14 years? Like, no, as Michael Oher, you didn't see the movie for 14 years to see that you were wrongly portrayed? Think about that.
I don't know. Maybe he was just caught up in the excitement of it all. And because in a movie about yourself, you have to probably look at it like, take a step back and be like, okay, they didn't really know what was going on. They had to dramatize it. So he probably wasn't mad about it. But looking at it now, he's probably like, oh, they were using this movie as a tool to get away with their heist.
That's why I don't.
They were shifting popular opinion on this. Oh, but he probably just saw it and was like, oh, it's just dramatization. But no, man,
it's always weird for me when white couples adopt a black kid.
I don't like it
because they always it's either
leave that nigga in the hood.
It also it's a lot of white babies that's out here just no formula, just Mountain Dew.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to my trailer whites.
Yeah, the trailer whites need some love. I mean, I'm not gonna go to where they live and give it to them because I'm deathly afraid.
Because they don't want us to hope. We wouldn't even be able to get into hope.
See, that's where I beg to differ. Especially in the Northeast, I've frequented several trailer parks in my time, and multi-diversal, like just every culture is welcome in a trailer park generally.
I will say, Levittown, Pennsylvania, and like those areas, like the really shitty parts right outside of Philly. Yeah, there's some cool white people from them areas, man. Mm-hmm. Like I don't want to go to their house. they got bugs you ain't never heard of and shit. It's not no ants and no roaches. It'd be like motherfucking like crickets in the bathroom. Like how the fuck did cricket get in the bathroom, nigga?
But what is it called? Conservatorship?
Yeah.
With that, I feel like that should kind of have to be renewed, or it needs to be a process of following up of
reevaluation.
Yeah.
That's the perfect. Any contract should be like that.
Yeah, where all right, after this amount of time we're going to renew it. Right, it should be like any other contract, like with sports or just any job where okay, after this amount of years we're going to reevaluate. Should this still be in place? Because they put it. I guess they did this when he was like what 17, 18, and now he's in his 30s, still just now trying to get out of this.
Yeah,
where I could understand having control over somebody's finances if they might not be making the best decisions, whether it be because they on some substance abuse or they dealing with mental health problems. But just to have control over this person that's in their right mental state, just because you were able to sneak it past them and they didn't understand the legal terms of it, that's really fucked up. But I do, on the flip side, it made me think of with Britney Spears.
Yeah, dude, her situation is crazy because I've been seeing her. You've seen her videos recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that nigga was saving us from
right
some
now.
Shit.
Yeah. Now it looked like her dad might have been right all along.
He's like, she should not have internet.
My point exactly. I'm not saying, all right, she might be able to have control of her money. She don't need control over her Instagram at all because ever since she got control back, we've been watching her just dance. If it's one thing Britney gonna do, she gonna show that little pussy on the timeline.
Yo, whoever introduced her to social media needs to be fucking kneecapped.
That
because that nigga ruined whoever. That's my childhood right there.
Yeah, whoever introduced her to social media and these little ass panties she keep throwing on, bro.
Yeah, whoever keeps taking her to fucking Zara, fucking.
You know she gonna divorce now, right?
That's another thing that should be contractual, like a contractual obligation that should be evaluated on a regular basis.
What if we should
like marry somebody? Like you marry somebody and after 5 years, you'd be like, "Yo, you gonna just call it even? Mm-hmm. No money, just this shit might not work."
Like a long-term annulment,
something like that. Yeah,
like, hey, man, it's been a good run, you know.
Yeah, like we had a good run. Like I don't gotta hate because a marriage that ends short.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you just figure it's not working out. That shit, you could probably still be cool. But, like, when you, like, I gotta be around this motherfucker every day or I'm gonna lose my house. That's how white
The biggest thing with the Britney thing that bothered me is when it first became into the news cycle that they were like, oh, they're talking about the whole thing. Bro, I don't know what it is, man. Maybe it's just like long lifetime of trauma. Maybe it's just what I've been through. But like, I can look in someone's eyes and see crazy, bro. And before they were talking about letting her out, I was like, nah, he's probably doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, no, you're a dick. You're just thinking. I'm like, nah, man. It's not about the money thing. Even though you made a valid point of like, oh, I don't think that she should have control of it. Bro, the post that I saw was getting divorced, going to buy a horse. That's why you just said the whole thing about the money, and I go, maybe not though, dude. Maybe she should be able to chill. She's got kids,
and that's the and people are shitting on her now, but now people are starting to shit on what would be like her husband, that soon to be ex.
Who's she married to? Anybody notable?
I don't think so.
That's another thing about her. She makes people notable. You remember the first K-Fed?
Yeah.
Homeboy was a backup dancer. He's now living off her bread for life.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's kind of my goal.
Live off a white woman?
Yeah.
It's all of our goals, man.
I mean, like, where I was saying, is there a way for white people to pay back for slavery? Yes, as long as they're not guilty. Like, if it's a white woman that just wants to give me some money
and let you drive her Altima.
Oh, I didn't drove a white woman's car too.
Yeah,
but it was not a guilt.
No.
She wasn't like, I gotta apologize for slavery. No, just give a nigga some money in the car.
No, if it's one thing a cool white woman gonna do, she gonna let a nigga drive her car while she at work.
Oh, and you pick her up and it smell like weed. It's a beautiful thing. That's what white women are for, really. Giving niggas cars.
Yeah, and having sons named Jayla.
I'd never seen a white baby mom with a son named Jalen with straight teeth. I swear to God.
They all got silver caps.
It's like the baby got silver caps. She got cigarette mouth. It's just like, we got it. That's why I'm.
And she got a car, but she got to catch the bus everywhere because she got to ask the neighborhood. Have you seen this nigga with my car? She's saying that. She's saying nigga. Have you seen this nigga?
It is funny that there's a lot of white people that can, like, in certain neighborhoods that can say the N word, and they're like, "Oh, chill, that's just Danielle. She say nigga, it's cool. She be giving the blocks pussy, so it don't matter." I knew a white girl like that. Like, I remember,
fam, I know thousands.
but it was like the whole city, like not the whole city, but a lot of people in the city. I thought she was Puerto Rican the whole time because for some reason Puerto Ricans can say nigga, and I don't argue with it. I'm like, whatever. I don't fucking. It don't bother me that much. But I found out she was a totally white person, and everybody was okay with saying nigga. Her saying nigga. And I honestly feel like maybe nobody gave her a pass. She was just confident enough. Because I feel like nobody questioned it. But if we did question it, I'd be like, hey, so why did she get to say it on you? And then somebody would be like, oh, I thought you were the one that said it was okay. And then we're all like, oh, wait, what the fuck? We just been letting this shit slide this whole time?
Yo, that is a solid premise, though.
Ah, shit, I shouldn't have burned this on the podcast.
Nah, that's all right, man.
But it's real life. Like, we never talked about it. But I feel like if we discussed it, we'd be like, nigga, why do we let her do this? She was cool, though.
Did you give her a past conversation to Larry? Like,
she never said it around me.
She was cool with you. Like, no.
I should have discussed it. But she never, if she would have said it in front of me, I probably would have had, felt the responsibility to question it.
Britney Spears, let me see.
And there's another form of white people saying the N-word where you and a bunch of black people just get them to say it so that you can, beat them up. Yeah, just say the N-word real quick, see what happens.
Damn,
you never do that in school, like, yo, you know it'd be hilarious if you just said nigga right now in the middle of class. I think we've established that I'm stupid, right? I don't think any of this makes me sound like a good person.
I love it.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, niggas always want to see you when you spiraling downward. I mean, it's like, I know y'all don't want me to fail, but if I am, you definitely would love to record it so we can laugh about it when it's over. I'm doing well though, actually. I'm just bullshitting. How you do? How's your mental state? Because we talked about therapy like a while ago, but
my mental space, I'm actually like in a really great space right now.
Beautiful. I could
it's
say the
crazy,
same
bro.
thing.
And it's showing. It's showing in my work. I'm on stage. I've been getting on stage consistently, like at my most consistent, like 2, damn near 3 times a night. So it's like, I mean, I do have nights where I'm just off and I don't have nothing. But then there's also nights where it's like I'm doubling up, where I have 4 or 5 sets, and now it's showing. It's showing because it's like a workout. It's like you working out physically, you're gonna be in your best shape. So mentally, I'm just at a great space. Pepsi, having a dog has helped me out. Yeah, I'm talking about you, boy. Having him, I joke about how annoying it is to have to stop and talk to everybody on the street, but it genuinely is nice. Where like I met this neighborhood, my previous neighborhood. Yeah, I'm at a good point.
Do you feel like comedy is like inextricably tied to your mental health? Like
No.
if you're not doing well in comedy, your mental health is not doing well?
That's a good ass question. It could be yes.
Because that's a lot of stress when you're not getting no
Yeah,
work and shit.
Yeah. So at one point, and that's why it was nice to have a break during the pandemic for me, because pre-pandemic, I had my college shows going on, but no clubs was messing with me. Like at that time, I wasn't getting booked at the Cellar. I didn't have any other clubs booking me, so I was really stressed. Where I'm like, how am I going to navigate this? How can I get back in at the Cellar? How can I get back in at these other clubs? Or how can I get bar spots? So now that everything is starting to pick back up for me, I'm at such a much better point. Like, I'm far from rich, but I have a little comfort knowing that, all right, I could count on, I might not have any shows planned, but I know shows are going to come in. But also, too, my life isn't comedy. Like, I have a life outside of comedy. And that's what I love about living in Jersey, because living in Brooklyn, I felt like it was just like my apartment was a extension of my work. Whereas like now I come to Jersey and I'm removed from the city.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so it's like I get to leave that. I get to leave that, and I get to have a whole nother life out here. Where when I'm in the city, I'm taking the train everywhere. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna eat for dinner, all this stuff. Then when I come to Jersey, I'm driving. I'm going to the mall. I'm going to dog parks. I went to Panera. Yesterday, I went to Panera, and I had to return something to Kohl's. Like, when I come to Jersey, I'm my mom. And when I'm in New York, it's the struggle.
Yeah. It's actually cool that we get this recorded, because if there's any like young comics listening to this shit, it's important, because you would say that you're like doing well, and like people know you for being a good act and whatnot. So I think any comics that are like stressing out need to just
all you got to do is stay in it.
Yeah.
As long as you don't quit, you'll get an opportunity at something. That's like that's the biggest part of it. Just don't quit and stay professional.
That's what drew me in to want to work with you guys. I was like, yo, bro, your work ethic is crazy. Like, I'm with it. Let's go. Because,
bro, like what I realized, and especially like, I'm funny, but you'll see.
All right, easy, fucking
no,
Mr. Conceited.
No, but I was gonna say, like, a big part of like just getting work just becomes being around. You're not gonna get on stage if you're not out. So it's a lot of people like, oh, that show not gonna put me on. It's like, you don't know. You have to be there. A lot of people gonna throw you shows just off of like seeing you around constantly, being professional, just being on time, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, when I first seen you, that was the first thing I said to you, man. All right, I was like, yo, dogs, be in a good mood, man. I was like, you having a good week? I was like, yo, your energy, you didn't even say nothing to me. I was like, there's the vibe of you walking upstairs. I was like, yo, bro, look.
Oh, I'm feeling good, man. I tried out my outfit for the Beyonce concert.
Oh yeah, have you seen the pictures of this nigga with a vest and no shirt? God
Yo,
damn.
you did it?
Yeah,
I wanted to make fun of it, but I was like, damn, I wouldn't look this good in that shit, would I? I'm about to start working out more. I hate the gym though.
Yeah.
I've told you, but I just hate it.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I go to Blank. There's a bunch of people in there. I don't like being around people.
Wait, which Blink do you go to?
I go to one in Bed-Stuy.
That's Terrible.
Yeah.
Blink is you go to the gym?
I was going to Blink on the east side on 33rd and like I think it was like Lex.
How was that?
It was cool, man. There'd be some joints in there.
But
Yeah.
Bro, I was going to Blink in Jersey City. I was going to Blink in Jersey City, and I'm not sure if y'all familiar with Jersey City, but
I am. I've been in that same Blink, the one right there off Kennedy. Yeah, I've been in that same Blink. I used to live in Jersey City before I moved over here. So yeah,
bro,
They should have like a fucking
like
a sprinkler that shoots out deodorant for that shit.
yeah. I don't have the same liberty to say certain things.
Like you know how like Planet Fitness they have the like what is it the clunk button?
Yeah.
Like
The
if
clunk
it
button?
they need
Clunk bell.
yeah. They need a button for that.
Or like in Monsters Inc. when they go 2319, we got a 2319. Just if it's a smelly motherfucker in the gym, they shave them, they spray him down,
Yeah, it's foul though.
and put a cone around his neck.
You can't like say anything to anyone though. That's like the hurtful part. Like somebody gets up and you gotta be like, yo, dude, can you wipe that off? And then they look at you like, no, I don't speak English. And then they just like walk away. And I'm like, oh, dude, now it smells, and you didn't clean up, bro.
Well, in my experience, I've smelled all types of bad smells from all types of people.
Yeah,
So
same.
you know, I'm not attacking anybody here, but I will say no deodorant. Yo, let's do something about that.
Where at West A Street train station 2 in the morning, you get all types of different body smells that just pile in as soon as the heat kicks, bro. It's terrible.
Yeah, it is. It is very. It's very. Like I like to learn about people's cultures, but not through their sweat. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to know like what the fuck you eat just from sitting next to you. Feel me?
Speaking of other cultures, can I ask you guys something? Did you guys see what happened with the Spanish female soccer team?
Nah.
So they won something. Like I'm not gonna. Once again, I feel like I didn't want to come out here and be the typical Spanish guy. Just immediately start talking about soccer.
No,
But
go ahead, be yourself, bro.
No, I really don't care for women's sports, period. But I just thought this was a little aggressive.
Ooh,
They won, and then the president decided that he was like, "Yeah, bro, everyone's a winner." And he's like he forcibly kissed one of the chicks, and it was like a whole big thing. Yeah, he like grabbed her by the face and was like, "Come here, beautiful." Like kissed the champion striker
President
of Spain.
of Spain.
Which is wild because I also did not know Spain had a president. I thought they had like a king or something.
No, that's
They're in like the EU, aren't they?
Sure.
I
bro.
think everybody in the European Union has a prime minister or the president. Because I think prime ministers do more than presidents. But yeah, that's fucking wild. You just like grab somebody on TV and kiss them, even if that's the culture.
that's definitely Uncle at the Cookout energy.
Definitely Uncle at the Cookout energy.
Actually, speaking of uncles, I had a family reunion recently.
Oh, how was that?
It was actually good. There was no problems at all. Bunch of children around that I'd never met, so I get to you get to meet your cousins like baby and shit.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm pissed off because not only did I meet my cousins' babies, but one of my friends like I grew up with,
Yeah.
I was just hanging out with them. This is besides the family reunion. I don't even know why I brought that up, but I guess I know why I brought it up. I'm losing my train of thought here. But point is, I'm driving in the car with this nigga, and he's like, "Yo, you want to see my daughter?" And I'm like, "You got a fucking baby? How old is she?" This nigga had a 2-year-old daughter. This whole time, I saw him like 3 months ago. He didn't bring up the baby. He's like, "Yo, this baby shit easy." I'm like, why
You
the fuck am
probably
I
ain't
learning
seen
about
her.
this? Nah, he seems like a good father, but I'm like, God damn. Like it's just crazy when people just go through crazy changes and shit and don't tell you.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was no touchy uncles at my family reunion, which I feel like
You know
is
what
a
that
blessing.
means? You gonna be the touchy uncle.
Don't put that out there. Don't put that energy there.
Bro, touchy uncles suck.
Touchy uncle. Because I don't want nobody, because that's really,
Keep it a buck though.
But-
I definitely have mad creepy uncles. Like some of them are junkies, so they're not really the creepy ones, but like the real, like I'm talking about dirty poppies, as my
Yeah,
wife calls
yeah.
them. Bro, usually they come over and they're, "Oh man, this is your lady." I'm like, "Yeah, Theo." Like, "Oh man, my nephew, I did so much." And I'll be looking at him like, "Yo, he a John. We don't even allow him in the house." Like, I want to be mad, smooth, and charming, bro. We had to do the last family reunion. That's what I said. I had an incident like that. The dude came with my brother's girlfriend at the time, and the way he did it was just like I watched him move from across the room, bro. And I'm like, "Yo, is he moving in closer?" He's like, "Oh, so." are you my nephew serious? And he kind of like touched her shoulder. I was like, yo, dude, what are you doing?
That's the one place where you can just turn the horny switch off entirely.
Yeah.
You would think.
A family reunion, you go in, you go, you just like, you don't even think about it.
Yeah.
You just go in, it's this family. It's just crazy that there's people that just had the switch just can't fucking turn off.
Yeah, bro, it's wild. And on a lighter note, you guys know, obviously you guys are familiar with Firefest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Homeboy came back out and he's launching a part 2, right?
Yeah. But yeah.
Like another festival?
Yeah. Fire Festival 2.
Which
same name?
Yeah. And
Same
dude. And you know people are going to pay for it. I respect it because people want that experience. It's kind of like how people what is it? You ever heard of the Nutty Putty Cave?
No, go on.
I believe that's the name of it. It's this cave, right? And they made a movie on it where this guy was exploring, cave explorers, where they explore into like deep crevices of caves, like to the point where you damn near you gotta bend a certain way to get through certain cracks and stuff like that.
I've seen that.
All right, so this guy went through a cave, made the wrong turn in one, and end up getting stuck. And they tried to extract him, and he fell off the hook, and like you just died from cardiac arrest. Like he died a slow death, and they end up having to cement it and stuff like that. But it's like people love to experience shit like that. So it's like the same thing with the Firefest. People love to experience dumb shit just to say they did it.
Oh yeah, I could tell you, I could give you a list of like 10 fucking weird like art girls that would be like, oh, let's go take pictures with the cheese sandwich and like the tomato. You know how they give you like a piece of bread, a piece of cheese, and tomato, and like do it ironically. You know how people do things like ironically,
or like, come on, man. He got to squeeze this ball at some point.
I just too many weird shit going on in New York. I can see anybody doing anything at any time.
Or how people go to art exhibits where it'll be like a canvas or nothing, or like an empty mirror.
How does it make you feel?
Yeah. So yeah, people, if you could scam the people, do it.
Here's why I like this, right? You ran a scam, you got bagged, you did time. Ja Rule, who's your most live contact, severs ties with you. What happens at that point? A bunch of independent people start launching documentary series on you. Netflix did a series, Hulu did a series.
Shh. Be quiet.
That then catapults your fame back up because just like you said, people want to go through like the trauma experience. So instead of you using that in any way to kind of like reestablish some sort of normality, you in fact double down. And you go, you know what? It was a scam, and we're going to run it back again.
Con man.
That's why America's the greatest country ever, because this guy's going to be seen as a hero in 2 months. I promise you.
Yeah, if he pulls that shit off, it's insane. And Ja Rule, honestly, he should be suspicious about anything he asked to do. Like, it's kind of his fault for being, like, thinking that his career was still intact enough that somebody would have won him for a festival like that.
But that just shows
you know what I mean? Like, Ja Rule should be very suspicious of anybody that calls his phone. He's like, who are you? Who said, did 50 Cent send you? Like, he should really just be on edge all the time.
But that just shows how good it is to be white. That's why I can't be white.
Yeah.
I would be out here acting, and if I was white, I'd be acting a fool.
I would be on Wall Street doing cocaine right now if I was white. The only reason I'm not doing that shit is because I feel a responsibility to my fellow, people. But when you white, it looks freeing to just not feel responsibility towards your fellow man.
Yeah.
So you could just like walk past, you could just like step over a homeless person if he's white and shit. That shit looks fun. Like, I have a lot of sympathy and empathy, and feelings are important. But when you have feelings, they can get hurt. If you're a sociopath, you get to just do cocaine off of strippers and not think twice about it.
Let's see. You wanted to talk?
Let's.
Did you want to
cut
talk
off my microphone?
Did you want to talk about Blueface?
Oh shit! Of course I want to talk about Blueface. That nigga got stabbed, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a video of him getting stabbed?
I'm not sure. I be feeling like he gets stabbed once a week, honestly.
I feel like his girlfriend should be stabbing him. Just the way he treats her. He's like,
bro, the shit that baby is going through, Blueface and Krishan Rock. I'm against late term abortions, but exceptions should be made at some time. This baby, first of all, it seemed like she's been pregnant for 11 months now. This baby is going to come out.
That baby don't want to come out. He's like, this is the world y'all trying to bring me into?
Bro, that baby is going to come out with teeth and... Bro, that baby is coming out and just skipping daycare. That shit is going right to reform school.
That baby's gonna come out with a male pattern baldness, just already, and a fucking mustache.
Somebody said with all the negativity that baby is going through, that shit is going to come out the Antichrist.
Yeah, I believe that shit.
First of all, where they at? They in the gym?
Yeah, bro.
This nigga got on jeans in the gym?
Yeah, bro.
Wait, was that a dog that just
bro.
ran by? Yeah, that's the first sign.
I mean, like, this doesn't happen more often, you don't think?
They in the gym like it's a gas station.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
And then he pokes him up.
Oh, y'all stabbed in the gym?
Yeah.
Damn.
Man, prayers for Blueface.
Nah, he's straight, bro. He walked in. He cool.
No, I'm joking. I wouldn't waste a prayer.
That's me, man.
Yeah, that's me as hell.
I think we should pray for, because when you have people like that, we really have to pray for them, because if they're not getting any kindness, they're not going to be able to show any. Like he's a seriously fucked up dude. He needs, like a home cooked meal every once in a while, so he doesn't take his life out on his girlfriend.
No,
his pregnant girlfriend with a fucking missing tooth. Her tooth is missing, right?
Yeah, and she's from Baltimore.
Yeah, it's really sad
My most
that
toxic,
Baltimore exists.
My most toxic relationship was with a girl from Baltimore. Great time. I had a fun time.
Oh yeah, toxic.
We had a lot of
shit
fun.
is fun. It's not good for you.
Yeah, that shit was horrible though. I was stressed. I don't know how I was living. You want to get into our movie?
Oh yeah, this has honestly been. You introduced. I like the way you introduced the.
All right, so yeah, before we got out of here, as usual, we back with another one, the Tubi movie of the week. This week we watched 5 minutes.
Great movie.
This was probably one of the better Tubi movies that we watched. Probably the best.
I actually, if I can be honest with you, we've been doing these for a minute, and we watched more movies than the ones we've talked about on this podcast. So, I was getting a little fatigued from this shit.
But this one definitely cleaned the Tubi palette.
And I picked this shit at random.
Yeah, and I thought, in Tubi fashion, I thought it was just gonna be some bullshit, or not even some bullshit. I just thought it would just be. I didn't expect the story to be this good, man. It was just Detroit movie. I was a little worried because the star of the movie. What is my man name? The star of the. Hold up. You gotta wait.
I heard that. Directly into the microphone.
Just to touch back on them, the Detroit Choice Awards are coming back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in September 17th.
Oh yeah. We find out who wins.
What, is this movie this year?
Yeah. This movie came out this year.
Yo, that shit probably should win the like best fucking drama or something.
Yeah, it was directed and wrote by Ronnie Kirk. He did a great job with this, man. Yeah, he did a great job. It stars Jermaine Brown. I was worried because Jermaine Brown, he was in another movie that we watched. He was in Get Paid. Yeah, and Get Paid, that shit was
super ass.
Yeah, with this movie, this was just it was just a great story. It was a great story about accountability. So basically, this movie is about a guy. I believe his name was in the movie was. I know his first name was Corey. I think it was Corey Lewis.
Yeah, Corey Lewis.
So it starts off. He's being sentenced. He's being sentenced, and they're at his trial, and he's end up getting sentenced to 25 years.
Yeah, the whole movie is essentially
manslaughter, and then
like the story of that day that led up to the crime that cost him 20 years of his life.
Yeah, and so he meets his cellmate. He's going through it, and his cellmate asks him like, how long did it take you to like end up in here?
5 minutes. And that's the name of the movie. 5 minutes cost him 20 years.
So, and he recounts it. And this is just, man, it's just a great story of accountability. It was,
perfect word. That was the theme that really shined throughout the whole thing. Accountability.
In this movie, it was a sex scene, but they didn't show it. So they was focused on the story.
Yeah, they were like, yo, we got 2 hours. We gonna cut a lot of this already. We don't need sounds in the movie. So they really just fucking stayed on point. All the characters in the movie were relevant to the movie. Right. I don't think anybody really had to be cut out.
Right. So this first scene that I'm gonna play, they're at the trial, and Corey, they ask him if he has a statement that he wants to give before his sentencing. He gives his statement, and then the mother of the victim of his crime, she gives a statement. When you watch this movie, you will see that this nigga was bothering people.
Nah, he really was a piece of shit. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know his name in real life, but during the credits, you see some rap names and some street names, and one of the names is Eastside Egg Roll, and I'm like, who the fuck is Eastside Egg Roll? And then this Asian looking motherfucker come on the screen, you go, I think that's Eastside Egg Roll.
Okay, that right there, that might be an offense to shoot a nigga. You put hot chips in your salad instead of croutons.
It always be some kid shit. Honestly, all right, I don't want to talk bad about women here, but really, when motherfuckers is getting in trouble or getting shot, and the moms act like they don't even know their son. They're like, oh, he was such a cute kid. And it's like, you talking about a 25-year-old murderer. You didn't know him for the past 10 years? Right. You weren't paying no attention?
Wait, can you throw me the phone real quick? I just need more timestamp. I got a few timestamps I need to look up.
Parents need to know their kids more is basically what I'm getting at. I think that applies in all aspects. You think your parents know you for who you really are right now?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, that's good, though. Fuck it. They should be aware. But I know people that's oblivious to how their child has actually turned out and shit.
Oh, okay. All right. Now this one later is Corey, he's recounting his day with one of his homies.
But yeah, that kid in the movie, the kid was in jail for 5 years. Just he never bothered anybody.
Hey, goddamn. Goddamn. He's just trying to raise street drug dealers and murderers. That raising your kid in a positive environment, all that good reinforcement, that shit cool.
Yeah, have you met rappers' kids, though? They really, rappers' kids get taken out the hood, and they do turn into bitch-ass niggas. But, they be raised by somebody who purported themselves to be a prolific drug dealer. You know what I mean? It's if you are from that environment and you want to raise a good child, you should at least show them what that shit could be like. Because kids don't be appreciating shit when they grow up rich.
You gotta take them to the studio with you.
Take them to the studio. No, you should probably just take them to a crime scene and just see a dead body.
Take your kid to go bust a move. Listen, I need you to see what's going on here. A couple of eights. Yeah, no, solid plan.
No, actually, I could actually relate to that. I could relate to that because I grew up in Philly, but I didn't grow up in. You grew up in a fucking rougher area, or no?
Yeah.
My shit was I was in Northeast. It was a block from the fucking term, so it was just it really wasn't that bad where I lived at. No, but I still got taken around and other shit to see everybody in my family essentially got robbed, within a block radius. I don't know what a good neighborhood is, I guess, but my shit wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
and you definitely need that if you're a kid, to see that shit is to be appreciated. But he still, obviously he is supposed to be a dummy in this movie. That line is not supposed to be taken he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, so then throughout this movie they go through his whole full day, man. And this shit was just a great story.
It was all believable.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everything came off realistic.
Well, except his first baby mom was bad. His baby mom was bad with a fat eye. Your first baby mom was supposed to have a lazy eye, or just can't get it right.
Yeah, that is true. Your first baby mom gotta be ugly. Yeah.
Yeah.
that was
her hair won't grow. No matter what. Something gotta be wrong with her. Yeah, I don't believe the first baby mom is bad and he got a car that don't start. Yeah. Maybe I'm just jealous because I know the first woman I'm gonna get pregnant is gonna have chin hair. It might happen.
And that just basically just generalizes the theme throughout this. you blaming everybody but you.
Yeah, and I feel like the way they recap it, if it was done in another way, it might be a little heavy-handed, but it makes sense. Like he's coming into his cell. He's coming in his cell first day, meeting his cellie, telling him what's happening. Like it was just all matches up perfect. Like this situation, the situations were realistic. Like at the end, the nigga that robbed him starts talking to his baby mom. Like, oh, I was a friend of his. Let me help you out. Like he trying to fuck his baby mom and act like they were friends and shit. Yeah. It's a very insidious world. And, you know, you got to make sure that you're careful because somebody will fuck your baby mother while you're in jail. And that's honestly like one of the other themes. No, real shit. Like, if you go to jail, another nigga going to raise your kids.
Yeah. You ever just, like a chick man never die and like, you try to act sad for her?
A girl's boyfriend dies?
Like her man die or go to jail. And you like, damn, like, I'm sorry you going through that. whole time you set it up. I'm out here creating my own Tubi movies.
You're a terrible person. You're a terrible person, man. I don't know how else to say it. I can relate, though. I'm not acting like I ain't been there.
Yeah.
I'm like, so you single?
Well, yeah,
he in the hospital?
Yeah, you ever need a shoulder to cry on some dick?
Let me know if he don't leave the hospital. No, you gotta phrase it. You like, yo, let me know when he gets out the hospital. And then when you don't get out, you go.
I'm in the hospital. I'm stepping on the tube. She crying by his side. I'm just wrapping the tube up into a little knot. Oh man, yeah. This was Let me see. This was good.
Yeah, honestly, man. Yeah. God damn, I didn't think we were gonna find a Tubi movie that I actually would recommend to like anybody. But really, like this is the best Tubi movie I've seen. Cheddar Boy Productions, shout out to them. They got a cool little logo. I'm getting a Cheddar Boy yatted on my arm because I fuck with this movie.
Yeah, I'm telling you, being a real nigga is overrated.
It sounds so like.
It sounds commendable.
Yeah, but it just sounds like such common knowledge. I was like, hey, don't throw your life away for just the sake of
keeping it real,
a concept. But really, there's a lot of kids out here that really just don't get that shit. And you know how there's like movies, we watch the drug movies and they be like, the comments would be like, yo, this is real shit. I think every nigga in the street needs to see this. So I feel like the ones that glorify that shit, you can see it or whatever, but this is something that makes a little more sense. You know what I mean? Like, you know how many people you know that's just locked up for dumb shit?
Right.
And it's like
one of my homies, bro, one of my best friends, she facing some real time. And it's like, I know she not that person, but they don't know that.
Fucking just one bad day, and then now your fucking rest of your life is fucked. And you subjecting yourself to some really hard shit. Like the reason you should avoid this shit is because they don't have it figured out. Because
there's some people in there that's really about that.
Yeah, prison is fucked up. You know the United Nations considers solitary confinement torture. Mm-hmm. I just learned that.
Damn, I didn't know that at all.
It's crazy. I mean, so if you got people that's locked up and you know they talk back to a guard, they might go to the shoot or they might go to the fucking what they call it, seg, whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm. No, it is, bro. It's hard
torture.
Enough.
It's mental torture, and we allow it
because it's hard enough just being in the apartment by yourself all day, and you got TV and stuff like that. So you in there.
I heard somebody say, if you think you could go to jail, lock yourself in your bathroom for 24 hours.
Damn.
That's what a cell is. A toilet and a fucking, you get a bed, but ain't really a bed.
Yeah, it's a cot.
Damn.
Lock yourself in your bathroom.
For 24 hours? Yeah, I guess, yeah. There ain't
all
no
you can
TV
do is
in
beat
there.
your dick.
Shit. I might do that.
Just like he won't come out with one strong arm like Quagmire.
Bro.
After 24 hours of just
Bro, I'm gonna come out the bathroom. all the lotion and shampoo gonna be going.
You can beat off a shampoo.
I'm gonna get a good. Yo, I might get my best
Wait,
nights.
hold on, Max. You can jerk off a shampoo. I didn't know that.
I'm sitting here going through the math in my head, and I go, you walk out 24 hours later, and you look more
Yeah.
relaxed when you went in.
Bro.
Like, I could do head in the toilet, dick in the dirt, bro. No, do a bid, no problem.
Bro, I'm about to go to the bathroom and get my best sleep I ever had.
You know what's crazy is I don't want to champion the other side of that, but I'm a project baby. So like, bro, sometimes you see people who just go away for the summer and come home, and after a while, you do have to ask yourself, like, all right, man, what is the justice system not doing here? Like, bro, you're home on what? Oh, 2 attempts?
Right.
Oh, and you took PTI. They let you get PTI for 2 murders. Oh, okay. Like you kidnapped. Oh, okay.
That's
you're
why.
home.
That's why Philly is the way it is now.
That's why New York is the way that it is now.
Because they keep letting these people out that's committing real crimes. Like they're trying to be progressive and say, oh, okay, we'll give you another chance. It was just an armed robbery.
Yeah, facts.
And then they end up really killing somebody.
Yeah. You ever grow up with somebody and watch their escalation of crime?
Yeah. Prison abolition. You know that I'm gonna go with this shit all the time.
Word up, defund.
Look
all
into
prisons.
it. Defund. Abolish. I don't know how to do it, but we gotta research it.
Man,
what's your
how do I feel about it?
how do you feel about
Prison.
that, or do you have anything that you want the people to know that you support, or like, what's your message for this? Beat your dick with shampoo. All right, I'll come up one for you if you can.
If you ain't got no lotion, do grow. Bro, your dick will be. I'm telling you, get some shampoo. Your shit will you'll feel relaxed, and your shit will have some shine to it.
I didn't notice this was possible.
24 hours in the
telling
bathroom,
you.
light work, bro.
I'm telling you, shit like, damn, this dick is lice free.
Fellas, isn't it so?
Like, why is your dick so full and healthy?
Isn't it just a fucking bother to have dandruff on your dick and balls? Well,
This is
try beating off a shampoo. You might notice something.
yeah. If you
People
have
might think you look a little healthier.
a brand you want us to sponsor, that ad could go right here.
Jerry's dick shampoo. Put it right there. Jerry's dick shampoo. When your dick's a little flaky and your balls are just not smelling like regular balls, Jerry's shampoo. I think Jerry's dick shampoo. That's the ad.
Yeah.
So we could put that right there. It doesn't have to be dick shampoo.
This has been a good one, man. Keep supporting us, man. Keep supporting this thing as it continues to grow, man. It's been a good one today. I'm Anthony Moore.
I'm Asante Morris.
I'm Max. I'll work on that. My bad, guys.
Yeah.
No, that was perfect.
That's the second time you've called me off guard where I'm looking at something like analytical and I look at, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah.
No, this is your first one. It's
Yeah.
great to have you on the third mic.
Yeah, we got
Appreciate
Pepsi.
you.
He finally calmed his ass down. And it's been another episode of the We Want More podcast.
Peace.